Hello and welcome to Coca-Fina channel. My name is Lume and today we will discuss this year's Pantone color, which is Peach Fuzz. How do I say this? If you like this color, I will not judge you verbally, I will judge you with my face instead. Peach Fuzz in Photoshop is the color FFBE98 if you wanted to check it out yourself. Welcome to the approximate research of shades that may or may not look like Peach Fuzz in real life. First color I picked up is Minimalist Momma from China Glaze. It actually seemed a lot like Peach Fuzz in the picture. It does look a little bit more cool toned. I would say taupey even next to Peach Fuzz. So it's not an exact match, but it is a pretty color, so the choice is yours, I guess. Next, we have China Glaze's Pixilated, which also seemed like a peach fuzzy shade, but it is also on the cooler side and it does look taupey, even more gray than the shade we checked before. It is a beautiful shade nonetheless, but it's not Peach Fuzz. Next up, I think even the most popular brand, we have OPI. And I heard a lot of comments that Bubble Bath may be similar to Peach Fuzz, but it is not. It is way too light and way too sandy. So not even close to Peach Fuzz, but it is a beautiful color once again. It does look like a super clean, chic shade on your nails. And next up we have Crawfishin for a compliment. This exact color is a pretty good match to Peach Fuzz. I can actually barely see the difference in my computer. Really good pick if you want the exact Peach Fuzz color. Also, I wanted to mention that I do not have these colors in real life and I cannot tell you how they look in real life. But then again, if brands cannot put pictures to depict reality as best as they can, who's the one to blame? Next up, we have another favorite of the people. It's the brand called Orly. I'm sure you know of it. First one was with the name Peach. It's Cyber Peach. It does look a little bit more pink and a little bit more white at the same time. While it not necessarily is exactly like Peach Fuzz, it just looks beautiful. There is a problem with this Orly shade because in some pictures, like you will see right here in the swatches, Manuka Me Crazy looks like a sandy nude shade, but in other pictures, Manuka Me Crazy looks like with that bottle with the spill puddle. Orly, a little bit consistency would be nice. If you have this shade, maybe leave a comment down below if it does look peach fuzzy to you or if it doesn't. So that's it with mainstream brands. And we have a little bit of polishes from our beautiful indie brands. So naturally, starting with Holo Taco, I immediately remembered that Holo Taco released a lot of pastels in spring, so I thought maybe one of those colors will be a match. And it actually is quite a good match with Rest in Peach. Also, I would recommend Holo Taco over any mainstream brands mentioned here in this video. I mean, if you can afford it, of course. That sounded so mean, but no, I'm trying to tell that, okay, not everybody can afford a Holo Taco, okay? And China Glaze is like, what, $5? So that's way cheaper than $13 or $12 for Holo Taco. And they do not have their boutiques anywhere that I know of, so you can only buy Holo Taco on the internet, so it's not as accessible. However, I would prefer recommending you Holo Taco over any mainstream brand because they dry way faster. The polishes dry almost immediately upon putting them. Also, the brushes are nicer, definitely. Especially after Holo Taco updated the brushes, now they are like wider and flatter, which I do love. Since it is pastel, I think you might need 2 to 3 coats, but honestly, when the polish is that much more fast drying, you will have no problem with it whatsoever, especially if you're using quick drying top coat. Next up, I picked up one of fan favorites. I've get a lot of comments about ILNP, which with my channel size is approximately 2 comments.
Nice.
So I picked up peach green, obviously because of the name, and also it did look like peach fuzz on site. However, it is like the China Glaze, mauvier, cooler. So while peach green is a beautiful nude, and I think it also has scattered holographic glitter in it, which is a little bit more interesting, it is not a match for peach fuzz. And the last one we have here, of course I ran to Mooncat, one of my favorite brands, Holo Taco, Mooncat, always. Mooncat only had this shade called Lucid Dream, which is completely nothing like peach fuzz. Also, I wanted to round up everything with this little thing I made, and I put up a little logo on everything. The closest matches for peach fuzz, I think, is Cyber Peach. Huh. I think it looked lighter in the picture before, didn't it? Yeah, I think it did. Wow, it's so weird.
V, I did not see her on the sheet. If 2 plus 2 is 4, right? And 5 plus 5 is 10, okay. What the fuck is this?
My brain does not compute that fact. Manuka Me Crazy looks a little bit more brown, considering that it is the one from the puddle and not from the swatches. Also, I think Holo Taco's Rest in Peach is a pretty good match if you're looking for indies. It is a rather beautiful palette of nudes, if I do say so myself. And you know, don't trust this video 100%, but Photoshop doesn't lie, only brands lie. Oh, I completely forgot. Maybe some of you would think that Sand Viper from Mooncat would be a good match to Peach Fuzz. Well, it is not. It's rather pink, I would say. You're welcome. If you like this video, please subscribe, and see you in a few mental breakdowns. Bye! I will stop you right there, you criminal scum. You violated my mother.